Well, if the recent spate of shark sightings and attacks has you thinking twice before heading down to the beach, then we might just have some good news for you. Nathan Garrison is the brains behind a new wristband called Sharkbanz. It uses magnetic technology that could help to deter the predators. Nathan, good morning to you.
Hey, good morning, guys. Great to be here.
Thanks for coming on board here. Now, pretend I'm a scientific idiot here. Tell us how this device actually works.
Yeah, sure thing. So sharks are really interesting animals in that they have the most sensitive electromagnetic sense in the animal kingdom, and they use this to see without actually using their eyes. So they're creating a vision of the world around them just using this electromagnetic sense. And what the Sharkbanz magnetic technology does is it disrupts this electrical sense of the shark in a way that's highly unpleasant for it, akin to having a really bright light shine in your eyes, but it doesn't harm the shark and it's quickly deterred.
How did you discover that this technology might be effective, and in what situations have you tested it so far?
Yeah, so a lot of the legwork on the technology was done by our scientific partners at Shark Defense, and they've been testing it for the better part of a decade on a variety of different species. So we were originally trying to figure out a way to develop a device to reduce the chance of shark attack. We got in touch with them, figured out about this technology, and here we are today with a completed product.
All right, I'm going to put you on the spot here. If I put one of these bands on, jump in the water with sharks nearby, can you guarantee that I'll be safe?
Well, like anything, it's a wild animal and I can't guarantee anything, but the idea behind this ban is that we're giving people a defense against sharks, whereas they previously had none. And really the idea is that people who have developed a fear of sharks in the water can now have some confidence getting back in. People who may have been scared to really ever go in the water and pick up an activity or a hobby around the ocean can now have the confidence that they need to get out there. And for me, I liken it to a bulletproof vest or a seatbelt. It's going to improve your chances considerably of not being attacked by a shark and give you some defense, whereas you previously had none. But there's no 100% guarantee of anything.
Yep, any help is welcome, that's for sure. Can I ask you, is it all sharks that this is effective in preventing an attack from?
So we've tested on a number of sharks, predatory sharks, bull sharks, black tips, some small tiger sharks, a variety of other ones you can see on the website. We are working on continuing to bolster that evidence through different videos so that we can show people that, hey, this works on this species of shark and the next. So we'll be coming out with some more of those videos in the next month or so.
You missed the great white shark off the list there. Does that mean it is not effective or proven to be effective at this point in time against the great white?
So all sharks share the same electromagnetic sense, including the great white. And yeah, it's important for us to discuss the benefits and the limitations of the product. Now, the great white attacks from a very high speed at a long distance away. And in that situation, the product is really not highly effective in that situation. However, I think that there's a larger application of the technology that I'd really like to discuss with governments here that we could use to replace some of the netting, etc. And I have a great idea about how to do that, and I welcome and invite that conversation to begin, because I think this technology has a lot of potential for helping to address that problem on a larger scale.
Oh, I'm sure to be welcomed by swimmers right around the country as well. Nathan, appreciate your time this morning. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.